Hey guys, Suresh here. I just wanted to quickly show you a little device that I've been using. Not really using, honestly. I've had it for a year or two. I just wanted to quickly share my thoughts with you on this, just to, I don't know if anyone's looking at getting something like this, so that maybe you can make a good informed decision about perhaps maybe you shouldn't get it. But anyways, I'm going to talk about what I like about it. Number one, what I do like about this is that the fact that the lightning port is on the left hand side. So what I found is that when you put your phone in there and you're playing, the volume buttons are going to be on the right hand side, which is easier to get to rather than having it in the bottom left corner. Okay, so that's one of the positives that I like about it. What I don't like about it is these buttons. They are horrible. Horrible buttons. I really don't like these buttons. They're small, they're very clicky, and it's just not a good experience. I don't like them at all. And speaking of the buttons, I want to emphasize the shoulder buttons and the trigger buttons. They are very clicky. Okay, now they're fine for the most part. So for example, you can see right now I'm playing Diablo Immortal, which is a native iOS game, and the buttons are fine. They work perfectly fine. It's not a problem. But a few nights ago, I was playing PS5 onto my phone using this device as a controller, and I noticed that the trigger button actually is so clicky that you can't use it as an adaptive trigger. I don't know what these triggers are called. I'm not super knowledgeable about these buttons and things, but I can tell you it was so annoying having to use these buttons when I was playing on the PS5, because these more modern games have some abilities where you need to use the triggers sort of in a more controlled way. And so in Ratchet and Clank Rift Apart, for example, there's an ability where you have to slowly pull the trigger to aim with a certain weapon, and then when you're ready to actually pull the trigger, you go all the way down. Now, I couldn't do that. I couldn't do that using this controller because, as you can see, there is no middle ground on this. You're either pressing it or you're not pressing it. Now that's one thing I don't like about it. Another thing is just ergonomically, this is not comfortable to hold. So just for the purposes of this video, I started using it to play on my phone for about 30 minutes. I started playing on Diablo Immortal for about 15-20 minutes, and then I switched to playing God of War Ragnarok on the PS5 for about maybe 10 minutes. And you can see in the footage, I didn't have the best connection, so it didn't work very well. But even then, just the ergonomics of holding this thing is not very good. And then I tried playing on the Xbox, and then again my connection wasn't the best, but still it's just not a comfortable thing to hold, regardless of the type of connection, the strengths of the connection that I was having. This was not a comfortable controller. After about 30 minutes, I just wanted to get rid of it. I didn't want to hold that anymore. And in particular, my right hand was really cramped. It does have these grippy things at the back. They really don't help. I really don't like them. The next thing I don't like about this controller is how clicky it is. So I don't know if you can hear it, but it's just too loud. I don't know. I'm not a fan of this. Even with my mechanical keyboards, I prefer ones that are more quieter. This is not something I would recommend, especially if you have someone maybe watching a movie or sleeping next to you or something like that, and all they hear is.
Stop making noise.
I want to end this video on something good that I like about this controller, and that's the fact that it comes with a case. So this is the case that it comes with. I really like this case because, and I want to be honest, I've probably used this case more than the actual controller since I got it. So what I use this case is to just put stuff in there, and for the past few months I've been using it to house this Retroid Pocket 3. It's a really good device. I just use it for some light emulation, like Game Boy Advance really mostly, and a little bit of PSP. It's not the most fastest device in the world, so it's you know, it's fine. But just as a point of reference, I can also just listen to this. I don't know, you probably can't hear it. Even the triggers are just so much nicer to press. Let me know if you want me to make a video about this device, Retroid Pocket 3, not the Pocket 3 Plus. Retroid recently announced they're releasing a new version of this, the Retroid Pocket 4 and the Retroid Pocket 4 Pro, I think they're called. So let me know if you would like me to make a video about the one that I've got here, just in case if you think maybe you want to save yourself a few dollars. Anyways, this is irrelevant to the video. So Gamesir X2 lightning device for iPhone. Nah, don't like it.
If your mind dislike anything, obey it.